Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Alexander Howell, and today what I wanted to do was give you guys a screenshot. So you're not going to be seeing my pretty face through most of this video. This is pretty much going to be a video where I take you through the process of how I find homes to start looking into investing. And the reason that I hesitated there for a second was because I'm going to probably be making some realtors and real estate professionals mad because the service that I'm using is Zillow. And Zillow is not the most popular service with realtors right now. They have some standards and practices that kind of go against what we have utilized Zillow for in the past. We normally, for the most part, invest in leads through Zillow, and now they have started advertising that they're willing to buy homes and do some other things that are supposed to be their partners, i.e. realtors, jobs, but they're really not playing nice in the sandbox anymore. But the fact of the matter is, oh, and the other thing that they're really not good at is the Zestimate. And if you ever use a Zestimate thinking that's what you should sell your house for, please don't. Call a realtor today. They will help you, because a Zestimate might be not just a little bit off, it might be tens of thousands of dollars off and not even realize. I own a home that is in a rural area. It's a lake home that I have. It doesn't show up very good when you think about land and bedrooms and bathrooms, because that's not how it was designed. It is hundreds of thousands of dollars off of its value, just because Zillow doesn't really know in their algorithm how to mess with that. I actually emailed them and said, hey, you might want to take a look at this. And they said, no, that's just not how this works. So the Zestimate and the way that they're working is not exactly something that realtors are big fans of. Now, that being said, it is one of the easiest and most, we'll just call it full, wide-ranging pieces of equipment that you as an individual can utilize to find investment properties or to find your own. It's a very user-friendly interface, both on the tablet, on your phone, or on the computer, which you're going to see today. It's very, very user-friendly. All the things make sense when you're looking at for rent, for sale, pre-foreclosure, foreclosure, for sale by owner. You can look through all of those different things and find homes that have sold. You can kind of see where they've sold as well. So it's a very, very good piece of equipment to start out with. And again, I will say, this is for the very beginning person. This is somebody who is new to all of it. Because in Zillow, you can't find exactly what's special about a neighborhood or what neighborhood you personally want to stay away from for whatever reason that might be. As a realtor, I can't say stay away from this neighborhood. That's completely wrong. It's really, in some circumstances, it's very immoral, and it's just goes against the code of ethics that we swear by. But the positive is you can do a lot of research on your own and find out exactly what neighborhood you want to be in. And nothing really is going to tell you anything more than just going there in person. It's going to put your mind at ease. You're going to know exactly what you're getting into and what you see. But this process that we're about to go through is going to show you how I start out looking for my next investment property on Zillow. I hope you enjoy. Oh, and by the way, just so you know, if you want to, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel and hit that alert notification bell. That'll let you know anytime that a video goes live. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Hope you guys like it. Here we are in Zillow. Now, this is probably not an area that most of you are familiar with, so I'm going to back up a little bit here. So this is Kansas City, and this is downtown proper, this area right here. Kansas City is just kind of centered on two different rivers. This is the Missouri River going east towards St. Louis. This is going north, and you can see the Missouri-Kansas border, and then this is the Kansas River going to the interior of Kansas. So we have the Kansas side on here and the Missouri side on here. Pretty simple, pretty up front. What I try to do when I look at properties, and this is Zillow, I've got things marked as for sale for now. I don't have a price range on it. Bed and bath or any. Home type, it's got all these different things. So normally what I'll do is I'll check off the things that I'm not really interested in. And at this point, it's just houses. And I always try to go for 3-bed units. And the reason that I look at 3-bed is just because in this particular market, and it may be a little bit different in yours, but in this particular market, 3-bedroom houses are kind of the minimum to make sure that you can get the most amount of rent. So you see a sharp difference between a 2-bed and 3-bed as opposed to a 3-bed and 4-bed. So this kind of puts you in the best part of the market. So most of the time what I look for, unless it's very special circumstances, are 3-bed units. And for now, that's kind of where I'll put it. So you'll see that we have it in Blue Springs, Missouri, which is the area that we started in. Now I'm going to start zooming in. So you see that as I zoom in, it populates more of the property, or more properties. So this area over here is Lake Lotawana. This isn't. This is an area that's gone through some interesting transition. This used to be a nice lake. It had some small houses, but you can see now that the houses are incredibly expensive, or at least relative to the Kansas City market. But every once in a while, you'll see a place like this. It's $170,000. Now this place looks like it is probably second tier, so it's actually behind the road. If you see right here, the black dot, my guess is that this place is behind the road, and you can really tell that because the deck is built out front. But even at $169,000 and second tier, this is a very good price. You see fixer-upper, home is in need of repair and updating, blah, 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 blah. But basically, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,400 square feet for Lake Lotawana is absolutely incredible. So I would mark this house just because I think it's good. Because if you look at some of the others, and I'll try to find one here that's maybe... Let's see what this guy... This is 167, another place. 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,000 square feet. It's been redone at $167,000, and it appears to be second tier as well. Let's see, where else can I find some of these places? Here's 244, 3-bed, 1-bath, 800 square feet. A little bit more desirable area of the spot. And again, they've cut the price by $40,000, which is obviously significant, but they're offering $250,000. And the reason is because most people will buy these places and then they will tear them down and they'll build places like this, a $2.4 million house, 5-bed, 6-bath, almost 8,000 square feet. This place is obviously impressive, new, beautiful. But again, Kansas City, it's been on the market for 245 days. This is not proper Kansas City proper. So even if it's the case that it has a good school district, you might not see as much back in rent. So as a realtor, I can only say so much about certain neighborhoods. Most of the time what I tell people is look up crime statistics, look up all of the, just familiarize yourself. If you're not familiar with this area or any area that you're looking to move into, familiarize yourself with the area and utilize as much as you possibly can, because you don't want to see a beautiful home that is in a neighborhood that you don't want to be in, but you buy it sight unseen, and all of a sudden you're not in the area of the city that you would rather be in. So you're going to see me take a little bit of liberty with looking for houses because I know the neighborhoods better, probably than most, because I've lived here my entire life and I've sold houses in all over the Kansas City area. So we'll do a real quick dive down here. Now this area you can see is called Hickman Mills or Ruskin Heights area. Didn't mean to do that. So I've got one obviously favorite of this 98,000, but you can kind of see that this is a working class neighborhood, and this is a very, very popular rental market. So in here you'll see houses that are 150,000. You'll see ones that are 90,000. Let's click on this. This is an auction. Oh, doesn't really have pictures of it here. We'll go over here. So you see this place is 109.5. Now this is a very, very typical Ruskin home. The only thing I see that's very different than others is normally these are 3-bed, 1 to 2 bath. This is a 3-bed, 3-bath. That's 2,000 square foot. My guess is that if that's the case, they probably finished off the basement, and it doesn't look like it. I don't know what the case is there, but maybe the basement's right here. They might have a basement bathroom. Anyway, no matter the case, it's clean, but it's in my opinion, it looks to be a little overpriced. So let's try to find a little bit varying area. So again, zoom in, check it out, and you kind of see as you're looking 90, 100, 95. So this area pretty familiar. This cannot be located correctly. I don't think that house is put in the right location. They probably need to take a look at that. So here's one, 67,000, 72, 85, 67, 75. So what I really try to do when I get into these areas is I'll try to find the outliers, the home that appears to be in an area where houses are selling for between, we'll just say 20% or more of the value. So a good example is 75, 72, 85, 105, 67. So let's take a look at this guy. Okay, 3-bed, 1-bath. We read the description. Move-in ready ranch, brand new roof, fresh paint. Ceilings were just completely redone as well. No carpet, all ceramic tile flooring, good sized yard, eating kitchen, walks out the patio, separate first floor laundry, partial garage for storing bikes, lawnmowers, tools, etc. ready for immediate possession. Now, I haven't read the seller's disclosure. I haven't done any research on this place, but we're going to take a look through some of these pictures and just kind of see. So, nice curb appeal, good exterior of a home. Like I said, very familiar. A lot of paneling. This tile, I don't know if it's just the pictures or what, but it doesn't look very clean. You can kind of tell right over here, we may have a little sheetrock issue. It looks like the corners up here are a little dirty. I'm beginning to wonder about the state of this place. So vertical blinds obviously doesn't really ever look good anymore. But the fact of the matter is that some people like this. And here we are. Okay, so the kitchen actually has a decent layout. But they have a roof on their kitchen. And that's new. Nothing's updated. It looks like they updated maybe their poles at some point. But everything else is pretty old. You can see bad placement of the poles up here. Again, I can't get over. This is so weird. They have a roof. Okay. So again, exterior door, separate washer dryer area on the main floor, which is nice. But you can tell that there's some sheetrock damage in here. Again, just speaking to the overall cleanliness of the property. This is something that I see a lot when somebody has a setup where they put a stove, an oven, a cooktop, whatever you want to call it. When they have that set up, but they use the traditional should be going against a back wall, and instead they have it here, because if you get the flat top units, they're a lot more expensive. So people will do this, and it just never looks good. You know, build this wall up a little bit more if you have to do that. Clear this thing away, or just, you know, sacrifice a few more $100s and buy the right unit, even if the property is not in the right market. That's my opinion, obviously. Let's see. Let's look over here. So bathroom, plain bathroom. I don't see too much of a problem with this outside of some weird flat inset here. I'm assuming that when you actually get to see the property, it's not great. This crazy tile is kind of nuts. It looks like it goes from a 12 by 12 to thinner tile over here. My assumption is that all of that has to come out. Vents are dirty. It looks like trim could be dirty. Just not the prettiest house in the world. And again, that makes you wonder about everything else: the roof, the foundation, and the like. So again, there's maybe a little bit of potential in here, but the fact of the matter is that that's $67,000. Now, if I go to a property, that was that one. Now let's go and spend a little bit more money. No, let's not go to that one. Maybe let's go over to another auction. 75. Boom. There you go. Okay, so here's 75. So 2 outdoor units. So it's zoned heating and cooling, it looks like, unless it's a duplex. Only light rehab needed, selling as is. 75,000. Let's see. Large kitchen. Still needs to be updated, but a very large kitchen. Setup's decent. This just needs the clutter gone. Again, decent kitchen. Kind of dirty looking tile floor, but nothing paint or a new floor won't fix. Some appliance updating might be necessary. Big. That's nice. Big living room. Sheetrock looks like it may have seen better days. Laundry, furnace. We'll have to check out the years on that. These are awful pictures. Whoever took these should be ashamed of themselves. Little half bath, always nice. Large bedrooms. So I don't see any more work in that home, this home, than there was needed in the other, outside of, you know, maybe some things that once you're on site you can see, especially, you know, the HVAC and that kind of thing. This one's only been on Zillow for 7 days. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath, 1,900 square foot. It's almost 2,000 square feet. And this place looks like the far better deal, even though it's a little bit more expensive, because you've got about the same amount of work to do, maybe a little bit more square footage, so you have to account for that. But all in all, once you fix it up, it's going to be a much nicer property. Now let's go over here, and you can kind of see that even though we've dealt with the 70s and stuff like that over here, there's some dip going on in this area. So let's take a look here. There's 3-bed, 1-bath, 1,128 square feet. Has a window unit, I can tell right off the bat, right here, and a little overhang. So no garage, but a nice, I mean, power wash. This driveway, get the grass out of there. That could be a nice little spot. Okay, the wood floor on the down here looks like it's seen better days. Overall, this looks like it's pretty clean, except for the window unit. Cabinets look older. They're that honey oak look, but they do look nice. Maybe a new backsplash countertop and paint the cabinets white or gray. Put some hardware on it, some poles, you're good to go. This flooring, I believe my family had in our house that was built in the 60s and 70s. Nice for the time, maybe not so much now. Get rid of that. Paint the walls, looking okay. Again, same thing. Get rid of the countertop, replace the backsplash, paint white, new appliances, countertop. I think you're done. Look, this appears to be a pantry, but it could very well be furnace or laundry. I'll have to see. Always good to leave your water bottle and your bra on there. Probably, maybe not the best idea when you're taking pictures of a home you're trying to sell, but you know, whatever. All in all, the rooms look pretty good size. Maybe some sheetrock issues, which isn't a huge deal. Bathroom looks clean. I don't know what's under this rug, but it does look clean. Vanity, even if you did have to fix this, this is probably a 5x7 or maybe 6x8 bathroom. So not a whole lot you need to do. Maybe new shower, new vanity, new floor, new toilet. You're good. Let's see. Okay, so this looks like a different room. I don't know what happened here. It looks like maybe they had some curtains that ripped apart. I don't know. I won't speculate too much. But washer dryer appears to be on the main level since this is a full-size window. Lush backyard, we'll call it. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so they've definitely done some stuff. My assumption is this maybe used to be a garage. I'm not sure, but they've obviously done some things out here, and that will need to be addressed. Maybe just new siding run all the way around once you make sure that this is watertight and secure. Gutters look like they're in pretty terrible shape. Again, decent property. 3-bed, 1-bath. Obviously, it's in an area that's maybe a little bit less expensive than some of the others in this kind of main little swoosh area of Ruskin Heights. But the fact of the matter is, it might be a good place to look. So, again, Ruskin Heights is just one of those that you may have to deal with a couple of issues, but for the most part, it's just like anything else. If you buy the house, and go to my video where I talk about 5 tips for property management, I can put a link in the description here. But go to that video and kind of check out what I talk about. It's a lot of upfront work, but if you have all of that and you have a good process in place, then I mean, places like those should be great. I mean, you could get, actually, let's pull it up. We'll go to the for rent tab, which I'm always a little wary of in any area. But let's see, Cambridge Avenue, 3-bed, 1-bath, a little bit smaller, $750 a month. Similar home to the one that we just looked at. Now in this area, let's take a look. Ooh, let's take a look at this guy. See, again, not complicated tile, clean vanity, probably a new toilet, neutral colors. This looks like pre-finished, like some type of laminate flooring here. But look at this, same type of cabinets that we've seen in a few other properties, just painted gray with new poles on it. Looks like they put some type of, whitewash tile, just basic tile. Nice little atrium door, nice little front. It's not a French door setup. I think they're called atrium doors when it's just the one door but the 2 panels. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And then a laminate countertop, just a high-def laminate countertop. Looks clean, nice. That's a great kitchen. That's a great rental kitchen, especially in this area. I mean, the whole property looks like the basement's finished. $995. Probably going to have to do some work to the concrete in the driveway, but honestly, this is a great little property. This reminds me of a place I fixed up in a different area of Independence, Missouri. So great place. Let's see. I think this was close to one of our other ones too. 3-bed, 1-bath, 1,250 square feet. Look at this. Same idea. Clean white cabinets, nice laminate countertop, just painted the backsplash. Same idea for the bathroom. This is a nice little place, guys. Again, $950 in rent, and even if they don't actually get the $950 in rent, that's not a bad. I mean, what they're going to get is probably $850 to $900. You're still sitting pretty if you're under $100,000 total invested. I mean, what are we looking at for the prices right here? 67, 105, 72. Let's look at the 85 4-bed 2-bath. Okay, there's no pictures. Great updated home on a corner lot. Let's say it's just decently updated. It looks not quite as nice as the ones that were rent ready, but it looks decent. You put $10,000 into this. In 1 month, you've got 1%, right? Check my math on that. Add 2 zeros. Yeah, in 1 month, you've got 1% of the rent, so 12% overall. Now, anybody who's listening to this that's an investor full-time is probably thinking, what the hell is he talking about? That's not a 10% or plus return on investment. No, it's not. if you really, depending on how you're looking at it, cash on cash might be different. If you put all of your cash into the property and you own it outright, it might be different. There are a lot of things that go into it. I'm just saying that overall, if you have a $95,000 house, or if this one's rent ready at $84,900 to get $950 a month, you're in a really, really good spot as far as return. Now, there's one other place that I want to go to because I know that there's a house on the market that I actually would like to buy. I just saw that it went down in price, and I'm familiar with the area. So my wife and I used to live right on this road in Blue Springs, Missouri. We're actually like right here, fixed up a big, big house. And this neighborhood right in here is full of houses that were probably built in the 60s and 70s. Now you can see, let's take a look at this guy. This one's a little bit later, but just nice, decent property selling for $179,900. Get a little further down. You've got a place, when were you built? 1974. So 1974, clean laminate countertop. This would be a nice little rental property. Looks like they just did, if they did a flip, then it was a pretty cheap flip. But, I mean, it's a clean home. And they've got it for sale for nothing special or spectacular because they did some, I'll just say some leaner upgrades. They got it for sale for, oh, it's pre-foreclosure. That's probably why. $153. So it'll go for more than that is my assumption. And then, you know, you can kind of see the areas. This is new construction, so I don't really count that. But look at this guy right in the middle. Now, I hate Zestimates personally, but let's just take a look at the Zestimates around it. 148, 157, 54, 49, 68. So what is it about you that's 125? And your Zestimate's 123, which is hilarious. Well, you can see it already. The garage doors are old. They have a deck off of the front of the house, which is just a huge... it's not a no-no. There are some times when you do it, but not for this. You need to take that away. Banisters look nice. Nice iron spindles. Carpet needs to be redone. Paint redone. Potential window. That's probably laminate, but pull that. Just run wood all the way through that first level. You can see the cabinets absolutely need to be pulled. And that kitchen needs to be redone, but look at this. This is the coolest part about this. This kitchen is not complicated. You've got, what? 1, 2, 3, 4 tops, 4 bottoms, 2, 5, and then a few appliances. Guys, you could do this entire kitchen for less than $10,000, and that's including floor. And you would make it look top of the freaking line. I promise you. So this is $10,000 maximum. That's me making it very, very nice. Brand new, nice looking cabinets, a beautiful backsplash, granite countertops, some stainless steel appliances. You're good to go. Okay, $125,000. Want to see some more pictures? Here we go. All right, that's definitely some type of laminate flooring. Again, you just put some nice commercial grade stair step carpet on this. That will class the thing up like crazy. Pull that paneling, sheetrock it, potentially paint the fireplace. I know some people think that's a faux pas, but I think it's probably necessary. Get rid of whatever this is. Bedrooms are fine. Recarpet, get some nice frisé carpeting in there, or again, just run wood throughout that main floor. Deck looks like it's seen better days. Depending on what this looks like, you may have to rebuild a deck. That's something to consider at 125 if you only think you can get 165 to 175 out of it. That doesn't leave too much room for profit if you're talking about everything we just discussed on the interior plus deck. But if you just need to replace a couple of boards, power wash, and stain this thing, maybe run some vertical boards and get rid of the lattice work here, you might have a really nice little place, guys. And again, oh, they're highlighting all the stuff around it. That's cute. $125,000. 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,376 square feet. And I'll tell you, this is one of the premier school districts on the Missouri side of Kansas City. Blue Springs School District is, I think, normally second or third behind the Park Hill School District. So this house is in a great area, and I hope I'm able to get it. I kind of doubt it because I have a few other things in the work. But if you see this, I would absolutely move on it immediately. That's just me. So anyway, guys, those are a couple of areas. That's kind of how I look at things. I just go to a certain area that I'm at least half familiar with, that I've driven around, that I've seen properties in, and I'll just go and I'll look. And what I look for are places that are just a little bit different in price compared to their neighbors. You know, this is not right. That's got to be more than just one property. But 209, 150, 135, which I've obviously marked. 119, auction. Probably go for more than that. 111, 110, 178, 122, 117. Let's look at the 122. Again, nice looking house, good features, but outdated. See, don't pay attention to the furniture. Pay attention to the walls, pay attention to the flooring. Run hardwood throughout. Maybe reconfigure this kitchen a little bit so your dishwasher's not hanging out. My assumption is you could probably sneak it in right there, especially with that little cabinet door missing. And this is a nice little property. It's got a full basement with a wet bar. Yep, wet bar here. Has a throne. That's sometimes what you have to do if you're building a toilet into an area that wasn't supposed to originally have a toilet. But I mean, guys, this is a nice little place. It needs work. I mean, what's the Thomas Edison quote? You know, money isn't hard to find. Unfortunately, it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. I mean, that's kind of what this is. If you can look past some of these small issues in these properties, you're going to find an absolute gold mine of properties here. Look at this. 3-bed, 3-bath, almost 1,300 square feet. Again, just outdated. This place could be absolutely beautiful. Make you some money. And maybe, since it's been on the market 39 days, they might be willing to look. Oh, yeah, see, they've already done it. $5,000 price reduction. They might be ready to look at some different properties. So go through, check it out, see what you think, and just play with Zillow. Like I said, this is the easiest thing in the world. Realtors are screaming at me through the headphone, through the mics, because one thing with Zillow is you might find that some of these properties actually aren't even available yet. They might have contracts on them. So, but you just cannot stop looking at it. And then if you're a realtor, utilize this tool because in my opinion, it's easier than a lot of others. Find it on your MLS. If you have a realtor, go through on a Saturday or Sunday morning, write down next to all of this, all the different addresses, just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, and then send a list of 5 to 10 houses. Ask them what you think. Once you buy them, they make their money. So use it, lose it, reuse it. Don't lose it. What was I saying? That's ridiculous. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and we're going to click back real quick here. Hold on just a second. So that's exactly what I do every single time when I'm looking for properties, and it always starts out on Zillow. And again, I think I said it 3 other times, but we're supposed to hate Zillow. Take my headset off. We're supposed to hate Zillow because of the Zestimate issues, because normally that's not what your house is worth. We're supposed to hate Zillow because they've taken leads. The fact of the matter is technology is ever changing, and if you don't get with the times and actually just use a tool, a function of that tool to help your own business, you're not going to survive. And so Zillow is absolutely incredible at what they do. Obviously, when it gets down to the brass tacks, that's why you need to bring a realtor in, whether it's buying or selling. But in this particular circumstance, this is a great way to start your home search and especially get used to these areas. I was familiar with the Blue Springs area, the Ruskin Heights area, and with Independence. The last area that we looked at in Independence, Missouri was Drum Farm. That is an area that I'm very familiar with. I've had family that's lived there. My wife actually grew up in a neighborhood very close to that. So it's all areas that I have been to, shown houses in, am used to. If you're not familiar with it, find the areas where you see prices and then look up news articles, look up Facebook pages of HOAs, find out as much as you possibly can about that area, and that way you'll know how to act. All right, guys, if you have any questions, post them in the comments below. You know my text line is 816-529-2195. Email is alexander@alexanderhowell.com. If you liked the video, if you found it enjoyable, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that little notification bell to let you know when any of these videos go live. Outside of that, follow me on social media at Alexander from KC. Go to my website, alexanderhowell.com. And I am going to try to start streaming on Twitch. I'm not going to be a gamer unless I'm just playing it and that's what I'm doing at the time. But I'm probably not going to be doing gaming. I'm probably going to be going live between an hour to 2 hours, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, probably in the mornings, but we'll see. Just answering any finance-related questions, any real estate-related questions, or any marketing and branding questions that you might have. Again, I'm the Vice President of TTF Digital based out of Kansas City, and I'm a working realtor, but really my main focus is investment property in the Kansas City market. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching the video. Have a good day.